Hi. I didn't think of a joke for today. I spent all of my mental energy making out the funny tweet about GreatValue Megaman levels. So, instead of coming up with something funny about how, like, I don't know, we just did a Sonic level and Robotnik needs to buy himself a gift at the gift shop, we're just gonna move on and talk to this square. Let's see. I want to buy that toy on the wall. The other dolls are too creepy. Too many eyes. Too much depth perception. Fair enough. The differently abled need something, I guess. Some representation. The Hero as Remixed by Lord Remix. Does that name sound familiar? Alright, well, one energy element, one token. Should be a lot simpler than usual. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Tier 5 is actually plagued with skip teleporter levels. Like, there's genuinely a lot of skip teleporters in Tier 5. What happened to where there's levels that are not worth putting a skip teleporter down that end up being worse somehow? Wow. Okay, Multi-Man, what's up? Let's see, prone to crashing. Any issues have been fixed. Make it skippable, as it might still be unstable. If it breaks, remember we've got a copy of the element token to the left. Well, hopefully it doesn't crash. I don't need to have to experience relaunching things on stream already. Any upgrades that give you a map, they won't work here. Ooh, that's gross. Custom camera objects, then the default screen boundary. There's no way for the mapper to auto-map the level. Ugh, okay. Well, I don't need any of those fancy thinking tools. I just have my brain. Oh, okay. It's an X-Fan level. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting to have, dash commands going at it. But this is kind of cool. It does kind of betray... I feel it betrays slightly the idea of the competition. I mean, it is meant to be a good Mega Man level, not a good X level. This could be its own separate its own separate competition. Now, I will say, it's cool sprite work, and the fact that you're actually able to get this to, work for your custom level is pretty cool. I will say, the dash feels a little bit sticky in some ways. It doesn't feel quite as fluid on the, like, input forgivability level. But, I mean, otherwise, this is actually hella cool and very satisfying to, blaze through. I just can't imagine what the technical hell that the developers had to go through then, because this seems, stable to me at the very least. Aesthetically quite nice. Ooh, and an actual chase sequence making use of your dash. Secret up here? Okay. The whole thing is deadly. Nice. I was hoping for like a Mega Man X1 callback where it goes through the rocks and you follow it and actually get like a heart container or something, but of course a token instead here. But, oh well. Oh, wait a minute, I could probably just... Oh, no. No tornado blow allowed, sorry. No fun. Okay, let's see here. See if I can actually do this without getting hit by the buzzsaws this time. So for anybody unfamiliar with maybe what I said in the past, the X games are not really, not really my favorite. They have problems, lots and lots of problems, as far as game design is concerned, in my opinion. So I can't say I'm the largest fan of it. Plus, I also felt like if I feel like the dash in regular Mega Man tended to result in kind of lazy boss AI. I'm sorry, the slide in regular Mega Man resulted in some lazy boss AI. The dash made it even worse throughout the X series. It kind of just turned into, we'll just make the boss go jump around, shoot everywhere, and fuck it, you'll dodge it, right? Squid Adler's not too hard. I mean, it's not too hard to beat, but like, it's a very sloppy fight, especially with Zero, so... But, X1 was fun, at the very least. That's before they started realizing they didn't have to try to actually sell copies. I have any... No, I don't have any tools to get up there. It's not secret that way. Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, it's a little annoying not having any of the weapons in the competition kind of meant to let you have them. And it does betray the spirit of the competition trying to be just, you know, Mega Man instead of Mega Man X. But, I mean, this was fun. It developed on its challenges, used its gimmicks pretty well. I would say it's probably maybe a bit more like intro stage difficulty than like full stage difficulty, but, you know, it's pretty technically impressive to pull off, and it provides a nice little fun break. I need a palate cleanse level. Alright, just get the Tiger out of the way here. Oh, okay. He does that more than once if you actually let him go. Alright, well, cool, fun, short little level. Probably had technical problems like I mentioned. Ooh, and I missed the token. Well, let's see if I can't find it somewhere real quick. That was not too long of a level. I can probably get to it. It's a shame. I mean, it's gotta be in a fairly obvious spot. You don't have any options to grab other things. I mean, also, okay, that's a very notable, like, graphical issue. As you scroll up, these scan lines kind of come into play, and that's not pretty. Also, Sparkman without animation. Sparkman tiles without animation tend to look pretty flat. So, there are some hits for aesthetics, but the small X costume is really quite a nice touch. I would actually probably play with this if/when I get to unlock it. Wait a minute, that's actually a good point. Why do they give me weapon energy if I could play as X and don't have weapons? Hold on, I'm having a brain blast here. Am I meant to be able to play this as Mega Man? Oh, okay. Alright, options understood. Could I go back and switch to X if I wanted? Oh, I could, interesting. Alright. Well, it seems like the options are either play as X or use utilities, so, alright, I'm fine with that. It would require pretty heavy use of Magnet Beam, though. Damn. Not like that's an impossible thing to do, but it is definitely going to be a bit tedious to play through as Mega Man. But now it makes sense why the tornado blow thing is here. So that's actually pretty cool. It's like a confident choose-your-own-adventure as well. I like this stage a lot, actually. It's just a shame that it didn't seem to work very well in development. It probably would have ranked much higher otherwise. I could just break dash my way through these guys. I think that might be more trouble than it's worth. Maybe for this one, makes sense to do. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. Let's use the thing that I never use, Rush Bike. In fact, that probably might be the only way to get through this section, when I think about it. Mega is probably not fast enough to just walk through. Definitely would need, okay. that could have been a bad spot to get stuck in. But yeah, definitely need a little bit of foreknowledge to get past the, skull tank thing. The skull tank meme that exists now on Twitter. Yeah, that thing. Need a little bit of foresight to know that that's actually there. That would have been cool if I hit him. Here, we'll have a chance again. Oh wow, see? That was so cool. I can't believe I did that. Crazy. Just imagine I did that twice. Just imagine I did that 3 times. come on. Aw, don't do this to me. Alright, if there's a secret anywhere, I imagine it's probably up here. Even though that defies conventional screen-scrolling logic. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright, what treats in store for Mega up here? Do we have to fight Zero? Oh, I'm kind of glad it's just actually a room to find the other games Robot Masters. Do the stage an X out of 10. Good joke. Thinking Man. X. Is that not rated? Or maybe Roman numerals? Is the variable X? Substitute your own numbers. Man, I don't know. Credits? Yeah, sure, why not? Calm music. Stage music. Dark Manual 8-bit by Litter. 0. Okay. I made some extra tiles based on the Sparkman tile set, the Mr. X logo. X sprite sheet based on a sheet by BBLIR found on spritersresource.com under custom edited. Oh. Megaman sprites from the MaGMML wiki, custom costumes, and the Revenge ROM hack. In the Deep Thoughts article. And drill and drum maybe looks amateurish, right? I mean, they look better than some of the other amateur things in this contest, so I can't fault you there. Boss sprite sheet based on the GPC games. Programming. Me. Okay. Commentary? Yeah, sure, why not? Give me the long one. I'm here for it all. I'm drinking it in. During his playthrough of MaGMML3, the usual Roam shall not play Mega Man X was mentioned. Well, wouldn't it be amusing if one of the leads forced you to play as X? I found the trailer for the third contest. I hope someone does it. Maybe I should do it. Start working on it. When designing an issue with dash jumps came up, the old down and jump input makes it difficult. Yes. Maybe I should provide an alternative. A bit later, I decided to design the stage for both heroes. The result is only half of what it should be, but I hope it's an interesting experiment for everyone. It was fun, I'll give you that, especially with all the judge cleanup probably done to make it stable. The unfinished projects that ran out of time or steam. Alright. Thank you, moment of silence, solemn man. Alright, well, enough with the story. Let's get out of here, Rush. While I could exit, I also do want to see actually how the Sparkman or the Neon Tiger fight actually works out with Mega Man. Oh, Doc Robot. Interesting. That's the deep lore behind it. That upwards dash is... Oh, that's definitely a lot harder to dodge as a regular Mega Man. Although it definitely does different stuff with the spark shooting, given that you can't be climbing on walls. Alright. Still a fun stage. Because it's fixed, that was actually really cool to play. I have to imagine that it was, you know, really brought down by what was going on behind the scenes. But otherwise, I would probably think that this belongs in a completely other tier. Like, that was actually really fun, even if it was not exactly, you know, Mega Man Classic. Though you could play as Mega Man Classic if you wanted to, so I have no gripes about that. Yeah, X to a classic design contest. Bold move doesn't pay off. Let's see here. X abilities, haven't played that much X. Feels like how you expect. Exactly. 2 balanced characters. Let's see. Yeah, the Mega definitely has the options of, you know, the benefits of all his weapons, and maybe the rush bike's a little bit faster than just dashing everywhere. But of course, you know, X has the mobility tools, and so that kind of, you know, helps him out. Yeah, I will agree with Mick here. It does do it relies a little too heavily on the dash jump being novel for it to be like, you know, it's not really an iterated upon challenge, right? It's just here's some extra platforming you wouldn't do in the classic series, which is fun to do at the very least, just because it changes the pace up from the rest of this game in particular, but it doesn't exactly make for compelling design on its own. So that makes sense. It's a valid criticism. Let's see. Drill machines and the boss are exception, for better or for worse. Enemy end up behind the drills and then have to kill myself because I'm stuck. Alright, I didn't have that problem at the very least, because the drill is just a giant hitbox. Play with the levels, not some technical marvel. The experience is rather dull. The Mega Man X, I'd play X Collection. Yeah, fair. Let's see here. Main draw is that playing as X is neat and controls well. Yeah, basically. Don't mind, it hurts the actual structure, just amount to much. The enemy placement is pretty basic. Small showcase of the differences between X and Mega Man's playstyles. Yeah, that's true. Play fighter level. Yeah, if you had to actually swap between the two, that would actually make for some pretty cool gameplay. Where just the little bit of extra mobility X gets makes him actually worth playing sometimes over Mega Man, because only he can take on a certain challenge. And Tiger Fight is fun, better than X3. Heck, where he teleports beneath you since the sound cue is quiet. Oh, yeah, I didn't hear any sound cue. I was just kind of going off of the general pattern that was happening. Choice whether to play as X or Mega Man, with so many instances of the stage where obviously it's X's mobility. Yeah. The decision might have been a little bit of an afterthought. It was obvious that it was just like, well, Magnet Beam's the solution, but still. Infinite imbalance. Bland, repeated structures. Yeah, I mean, I guess the art could use a little bit, but did it have at least a nice change of art style with the drill segment? That was cool. Oops, despite the rough parts about the stage itself, the boss is quite fine. Technically, the contest rules allow for a level with the core gameplay of Mega Man Extreme. Whether that's in the spirit of the contest, even for a crossover level, is debatable. Still, the level made the cut, so I'ma judge it. Let's see. How's it fair? There's an emphasis on using the new and well-programmed dash and wall jump ability, which is good. Most challenges are repetitious. 2 spots. Can turn disastrous. Camera shifting, impressively authentic. The soundtrack fits, alternating between soothing and grating. Graphics are decent, though some blank background areas are clearly visible. Yeah, having the weapon capsule... Well, I will say the weapon capsules at least tipped me off to the fact that I could be playing as Mega Man, something that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. I don't know why I wouldn't have thought of it, but here we are. So it's probably decent to have kept them in. Oh, there's a major oversight, you say? Interesting. X abilities, the challenges completely fall apart. Special weapons make the level beatable at the expense of eliminating difficulty. Yeah, that's fair. Alternate boss intro is clever. Yeah, it is. That is pretty cool. The worst aspects of Mega Man X3, really? Short corridors and wall climbing? Yeah, I guess I'll give it that. Wasn't nearly as frustrating as X3 was, though, so it was a much more fun experience. Chase sequence to spice things up, no sense of urgency or danger. Well, there's a little bit. You can make a couple of blunders and then it catches up to you. Let's see, I wasn't a terribly big fan to look at the stage. Mixed bag of tile sets, your NPCs are using the default sprite. Huh? Oh, Voltman's a default sprite. I get it. That's why. That's why Voltman showed up so many times. Icarus attacks well, actual variety, not too easy, not too hard, good. Yeah, it was maybe a bit of a working concept than a full-on stage. It could have been better, but I at least had fun with it. It was an amazing change of pace from the entire rest of Tier 5. Holy shit. This was probably the best stage I've played in the game so far. Well, at least that wasn't a judge stage. So, yeah. Yeah, and skirting the rules of the contest a little bit, but still. I would say that's fun. I would personally rate it probably higher than any of the judges actually did. It was cool. But I understand all their complaints. They are valid. Although, interestingly, they didn't complain about the, like, glitchy technical problems aspect of it really at all, which is odd. I wonder why that didn't actually come up in their discussion. Kitty rides hop on across 28 volts. Yeah, who the hell cares? Be cringe in public. Do it, Megaman. Oh, that's what this sprite is used for. Okay. My friend's making a custom sprite for me, and we were wondering just what the hell is this crouching animation used for. I was thinking it was the wave bike. It probably is that as well, but, you know, to be riding the dragon too, yeah, that works. Yeah, there it is. There it is, Dirt Oak. I see. I got a certain costume. Well, I'm not a part of that fan base, so we'll just skip it. This toy shop in particular always attracts the weirdest people. Hey, look, you can't judge me. They gave me an option to ride the dragon. I'm not going to not take the option, dude. Special orders the dumbest things to give off as prizes for their live stream. I'm above taking this joke. I'm gonna move past that, alright? Who actually wants to win a Toy Stegosaurus egg filled with 20 pounds of sand, though? Why do we even make that? Yeah, why do you even make that? Not easy being the one to be carrying these loads of toys everywhere, you know. In fact, I almost broke some components carrying a load earlier today. You know how heavy live grizzly bears are? I don't think that's a toy. Oh, uh-oh. Damn, the game really gave me a hard read there, huh? Wasn't there like... Okay. When is Strike Man gonna get re-replaced by his dude throwing baseballs instead of him? I wanted to talk to his, cohort. The Tower of Dimensions, spelled differently than how I would spell dimensions. Alright, let's go. With... Oh god, yet another 5-token level. Oh my god, I see why the tokens are so the items are so expensive at the casino. Up to my level, the ladder may lead to a skip teleporter if needed because the level is extremely long. Interesting that they would volunteer a space for a skip teleporter. I guess it's kind of nice and thoughtful, though it's also thoughtful in the wrong direction, where if you know that there's a problem, then why are you going to just let it happen? Also, kind of a pointless token. I mean, there's no challenge in it. It's just use Magnet Beam. Alright. Okay, cool. Introduction to count bombs in case you've never played a Mega Man level. Good fundamentals here. Although, as many people are wont to point out, count bombs are very generic. They don't really add too much to anything, and that was just standard platforming for me. Pretty well rhythmic jumping pace. Okay, so far I'm not really seeing so much of what's dimensional about this level. It's maybe a little bit one-dimensional if you ask me. Alright. Anyways, now that we got the toilet store funnies out of the way, we can continue doing parkour. But yeah, there's nothing really dimension-based striking around this. There's just a lot of bomb-based filler. It is interesting to see the Mega Man Game Boy bombs actually, you know, being used here, even if they're not really doing much besides presenting a jumping challenge rather than an enemy challenge. No one ever uses that thing, so it's neat. But yeah, currently there's just a whole heck of a lot of filler going on at the moment. And, okay, the count bomb respawns. I see. That's kind of needlessly tedious, though. I'm not going to bother with this. Spark Chaser, do your thing. Spark Chaser, can you stop not doing your thing? You keep doing this to me every single time. Also, that was interesting. It seems that you can trigger the count bomb by standing where it's going to spawn. Well, that's an interesting way of dealing with it. Alright, well, that first path didn't really do very much, so... 1x, 1 half, 1x, 1 half. Okay, I guess that's going to indicate half gravity. Not super well, but... And now, double gravity. Okay. Good bait, eat tank for that. Decent challenge with the Joes. Though, we have kind of gone directly from here's one gimmick to here's another gimmick. We didn't... I mean, I guess we took... We definitely got all we could out of count bombs. Also, default tile set. Not good. Want to replace that. And we got all we could out of count bombs very easily and very quickly, but I don't know if that justifies immediately switching gimmicks. And honestly, not doing very much with it. The only thing here is that I can't jump, but I wouldn't want to jump anyways, so... Also, why put in the... Oops. Why put in these kind of, like, translucent platforms? Oh, I wasn't realized I was in half gravity. Why put these translucent platforms in as, like, fake ones? You could just put pits. I guess it looks a little bit nicer to have, you know, the platform look complete like this, but at the same time, it's just kind of a weird visual gotcha kind of moment. I'm not, like, thinking about it actively. Ooh, half gravity and guts lifts. Alright, you are big bastard. These are two things I never wanted to see combined together. Thankfully, it was only one. Didn't have to jump between two. Also, again, I'm not seeing much of the whole dimensional aspect of this. We didn't even hop between tile sets. Oh god. Okay, to half. Alright. Back at half gravity. But yeah, alright, that's a little uncool. Get knocked off like that. But yeah, there's no switch between tile sets even, which I suppose is a good thing, but is also kind of like... But just why is it called dimensional something? It doesn't really have any... doesn't make me feel like I'm actually hopping between places. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact I wouldn't be able to slide up there. Alright, just have to remember to come back for it. Or is there a secret... Yeah, secret fake... real fake walls. Can I not just go back this way? Why wouldn't I just go back this way? It's faster. Right, snake that adds nothing to the level. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to fight that with the Buster, the rounders would have made the shots harder to land, but... I fought enough snakes already in this competition. Now we're doing upside down gravity for the fun of it, I guess. What is up with people in marathon levels in this competition? Have to make my own fun, start color changing. start color changing instead of, you know, playing well. Alright, that'll be easier to get if I... Wait a minute. Is this not going to flip my gravity? Oh no, it is. That doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it does if it just wants to flip it for a moment. That's awkward. Okay, double upside down gravity. Sure, why not? That shield attacker just... Okay. Thought it flew off screen for a second there. You're giving me mixed signals, dude. Okay, heavy reverse gravity again. Okay, more shooting and waiting. Those things were honestly more interesting when I was on the count bomb segment, because at the very least then it was more efficient to or I had to avoid them instead of fight with them. That was more engaging to do, because fighting with them is just shooting with them and staying back. Okay, blind jump of faith. Not super crazy about that, especially with just infinite penguins on me now. Alright. Getting a bit sick of the main conceit of this level with all the gravity shenanigans. Another mini-boss to fight? Yes, indeed. How can I just cheese this? Laser Trident, that's the answer. It's just odd for a level creator to be self-aware that their level is too long and then say, you know what? I'm still going to submit it anyways instead of paring it down or, improving what exists already. Okay, where am I supposed to go for this? Yeah, that feels like bait to go up there. Do I not get a second chance? Well, that's a bummer. Okay, that's just a reset. I thought it was just gonna eject me out and say, nope, you have to play the level again now. If you want a chance at the secret that's around here. I hope I win. Yeah, right, good meme. Right, heavy gravity and springs, sure. I mean, that could be a cool concept when put together. But so far, it's just used to make for some pretty standard platforming. Oh, come on now. Don't do this to me. Alright, what is there exactly? No, there's no real purpose. I mean, I guess I could have gotten an E and a W tank, but no real purpose to actually stay all the way up there, so screw it. Oh, missing ladder texture. That's a point off. That's a -1. Oh, okay, just speed it up on me with no indication that that would have actually happened. Kinda bogus. Especially surprising when the creator was very good about introducing gimmicks before putting you straight into death spikes. When something as basic as count bombs get an introduction, I feel like it's only fair that these guys would also get a safe introduction. Also, I mean, even with the checkpoint here, this is just a sudden difficulty spike for the sake of difficulty. It's not really adding too much to the challenge here. It's not compounding upon a bunch of gimmicks in an interesting way. It's just suddenly do some precise platforming at high speeds. Kinda lame. There's no real good way to cheese through this either. Can't really navigate Rush Jet up and down quickly enough, I don't think. Yeah, maybe I could try it out. I don't exactly feel like doing this anymore. Oh, just barely. This is really hard to do on an Xbox controller. All right, let me out of there. Good. Whew. That was tight. Oh, goodness. Okay. And make the ceiling invisible. Great. At least he gave me a checkpoint after the previous thing, so I wouldn't have to do it repeatedly. Also, it bothers me. This is consistent throughout the whole competition, but every time these gravity switches are used, they don't switch consistently in the same spot they would as in Mega Man 5. In Mega Man 5, they always switched you when you hit the middle of the background sprite, not like the edge or like slightly off the middle or the arrow. It bothers me so much that I have to compensate my brain for that defect. Okay, really? Why? Just hit me. I don't care. I don't want to spend another 9 seconds shooting at you. Anything to explore going this way? Back? No? Okay, good. Okay, well, I mean, I saw that there's a path off to the left there. Alright, that's shrimply too easy, isn't it? There's gotta be... No? Nothing up here? It's just slide down here? That was the solution to it? Okay. Oh, hey, Tri-Castle. Goodbye, Tri-Castle. I'm so glad that we got an entire stage dedicated to showing me how to get rid of Tri-Castle extremely quickly. That's token on the level. Yeah, I certainly got them all. Alright, who's it gonna be? Gravity Man, of course. This is a rather annoying arena to fight Gravity Man. I understand these things are here to actually, like, you know, make fighting Gravity Man a little bit challenging, but the whole conceit of Gravity Man is that you can just kind of run around and, you know, you have some freedom to you. This is too much information. Process all at once. I dislike this. Right, it's not that. Spark Chaser? Is that what's gonna do it here? No, of course, Spark Chaser's gonna go after that thing instead. Yeah, I'm not even going to give this like a fair shot, no E-tanks, none of that shit. This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this. Is it Water Shield? Please don't tell me it's Water Shield. I would okay, please do tell me if it's Water Shield. Okay, thank you. It does nothing. Hanging Shockwave. Okay, good. You can get rid of him very quickly with this. Done. Yeah, that, wow, that was impressively boring. Again, thanks for submitting, genuinely, because I didn't do anything for this competition. Man, that was genuinely boring.
And when you know that your level's very long and might need a skip teleporter, that's usually a suggestion where maybe you want to cut it down, make it a tighter package. You know, don't just submit it in the raw state like that. Yeah, overall, I don't know. That was very impressively boring. I think that should have been lower than where it is. I've played better levels in the previous. They were ranked lower. Yeah, do not suggest to the judges that you think your level should be skippable. That's bad. Let's see. Negative bias, an excellent way to shoot yourself in the foot. Self-fulfilling prophecy, a little bit, yeah. Headlong into boringness. Yep. Full distance jump to the next bomb. Short ones. The fairest fake floors I've seen in a while, which, yeah, I guess that's a point, but they might as well have just been pits. There's no difference. Sparse enemy encounters, the end results kind of drags. Yeah, the hover section is brutal at the end there too. Not a good ramp up of difficulty. Interview proper, address the text box. You essentially flat out admitted your level might have a problem that might make it worthy of a skip teleporter. As far as initial impressions go, yeah, that doesn't inspire a lot of hope. For introductions to most gimmicks, the one that really needed it stands out badly. You just tacked onto them. Yeah, let's see. Aesthetics. Yeah, skyscraper of amplitude. Yeah, you noticed the spelling mistake too, Patchy, huh? The length seems completely reasonable? I wouldn't say that. Maybe for like a big Wily Castle level, but no, not in its current state. Oh god, yeah, shooting the alarm clock enemies was so tedious too. That took forever. Yep, the gravity background it's misaligned. It always is. For some reason. Bargain sale supply of droplet droppers. Yeah, kind of gross. They don't pose enough of a threat? Are you kidding me? Those things made the entire arena just an unplayable mess. Yeah, just fix the typo. From 100 screens. Yikes. Bomb and fake block screens can be salvaged. They should honestly just be removed, though. First token's delightfully sneaky? Are you sure? The first token is just go left and find the token over some spikes. I don't really think they shout very much out to me. Big snaking around is clever. Yeah, I guess if I would have bothered to fight it, it would have been cool. With the respawn limits, the game doesn't break. Gravity Man's also good. No, I'm still not sure about the Gravity Man being good. I don't think the balance with the droppers was quite right. They're a bit too tanky to introduce to just have droppers everywhere. Two styles of fake block are fine if we do some tidying. Let's see, one color and texture to set it apart. Yeah, I could do. That would be nice. Instead of just kind of relying on testing the fact that, you know, the blocks with the glyphs are also fake. Check for tiling mistakes. Finally, we take the aforementioned design, drop it down the invisible hole near Vault Man, and then fill the hole with the collision object. Easy skip teleport now. Bare aesthetics. I really wasn't even listening to the music. It was just kind of in the background. I don't think it amplified the level in any way. I see some fun elements, segments. Not sure. I was pretty asleep the entire time. Clicks. And the tokens were just paying attention. The second puzzle was clever. Yeah, I guess. Working through the blocks could have been fine. Attempt a novel setup. It succeeds. Whopper and TriCaster are also misses. Yeah, it doesn't help that this was placed in front of a level that taught you how to dispatch of TriCastle in 5 seconds because there were literally like 17 of them in one level. Biggest issues of the level is identified by this sign. It really, really just needed to end sooner. Yeah, if you have the idea that it's too long, then cut it. So it repeat itself, most of the 3rd floor. Punishing. Power segment using instant death hinders the flow of the stage. Yeah, for a stage that normally isn't resetting you constantly, that stage sure does its job of doing so. The stage aesthetically, the tiling is very poor, the level looks very repetitive. Let's enjoy here. Yeah. No, I don't know. I honestly didn't see anything interesting in that level. It was just, for how much count bombs get railed in a lot of the other judge opinions for the previous lower ranked levels and how generic they are. There's not really a whole lot of, for some reason, that's not really hit on a lot here. Also with how the gravity tends to be a little bit generic as well at this point. Like, I don't know. That level was very been there, seen that. Kind of done with it. Hey, Top Man, you're losing your head there, little. I don't think I'm supposed to be regenerating tops like this. What is happening? Help! Yeah, I would actually like to help you, buddy. I think you've been exposed to something that you shouldn't have been. You should really sue this place for occupational problems. Anyways, I'll take the top up. Why not? I have to know. Can I get crushed? Can I get crushed here? Let's find out. Ah, no. I was hoping I would be able to. Alright. Tier 5 boss by Spade Magnus. Are we done? Are we done with Tier 5 already? Hold on. Let me see. Did I miss anything? No, I just missed the 2 tokens in that one ridiculous level. Alright, well, I guess we'll fight the tier boss and get on to tier 6 then. Or whatever the game decides to throw at me now that I'm 2/3 of the way done. Or 1/3 of the way done. Alright, I just need that one missing piece. You want to talk to me about something? I promise you I'm not stealing anything. There's no shoplifting here, no siree. Special surprise for you. Gravity Man, you're blushing. Oh, Puzzle Man. I don't remember you. I don't know where you're from. Maybe Dazzled? I'm actually more confused than anything. Get more money using Gravity Man's likeness. It's a lot of royalties for all the simulations he appears in. Think of all the puzzles and toys I can buy with all this money. Seems to be an unhealthy obsession. Unhealthy? Alright, that's it, mister. You've really crossed the line now. I hope you studied up because now it's time for a battle of wits. I didn't ask for this. Is it really a battle of wits or is it a battle of shooting? Okay, so that's just what's gonna be affecting the fight. East snap. Okay, I see what's happening here. Restore 6. Hey, you can't heal mid-fight. That's cheating. Alright, I wonder if the dice is weighted to make it so that way it at least hits on one of each. During the fight. That way there's, you know, sort of there's at least fewer repeats. Alright, well, thanks, Puzzle Man, but as usual, these tier bosses are a little bit easy. Oh, ring ring? On the phone? Who could that be? Hello? Megaman, perfect! Wily? Ahem. Ernest Will, hello? Megaman, do you have no sense of subtlety? You're still in a public area. Or do you want the truce to end early? Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean that. It's just, you're one of the last people I'd expect on the other side of this phone. How'd you even... Thomas gave me your number. Said it'd be the most efficient way to contact you. Yeah, that is how phones work. And, well, we need you back at the hotel, and you better make it quick. Our mystery assailant might not be a mystery for long. You'll understand what I mean. Alright, sure, why not? Dr. Light just gave my number to him? Shock, gasp, betrayal. I guess that is kind of a rude thing. You just don't give out homies' numbers to people like that. Alright. Well, I suppose we'll make it back to the hotel then. See some plot while we got the time for it. Doctors, what's going on? What the? Oh, well, that's a pretty big rift in time. That's an OSHA violation right there. Get somebody to fix that. Get the guys out here. Or even better, get Forge Woman. She'll fix anything. Portal, we think, appeared when you collected the tier rank. We sent some security robots through it, but we lost contact almost immediately. That's worrying. That's why we're going to shove you right into the portal, Mega Man. You're better than those security robots. Last, all the pieces are now in place. Oh, well, alright. Goodbye, hotel. The ailing cruelty, the naive fool, and the always late hero. Too busy enjoying the slaughter of your rivals? Who are you supposed to be? I'm your typical judgmental antagonist. You are so like me. For real, for real. Oh, it's good and bright, the very pinnacle of evil itself. Yeah. Whoever you are, your unique aesthetic is coming through loud and clear. Yeah, you get him, Wily. Tell him that his aesthetic isn't unique. Your aesthetic is all based around skulls. That's so cool. Assuming you're a mystery upstart, correct? Indeed. Time in this world's spotlight has long faded, Ernest Will. Even now, the world's grand procession welcomes a new villain into its sight. An evil superior to all before him. Ooh. I mean, yeah, we're all getting a little sick of Wily being 11 times in a row, but, it better not be you. A third-rate villain? But does he make fourth-rate robots? Oh, hey. Dr. Regal from fucking Battle Network 5. That's cool as hell. He was actually, like, probably the most threatening and really, like, interesting, motivated, like, hell, Mega Man villain in general. Maybe just the entire series. He actually had, like, real ideas of, like, you know, he's gonna like, kidnap people and kill them. Like, that's crazy. Other Mega Man villains don't go that far. Sounds like Terror himself. Wait, I know that name. Weren't you thrown out of the simulation committee? Very astute, Dr. Light. Those fools, they're crowing of safety. Crowing of safety? Alright, their feeble minds could never hope to understand my dark designs. I recall you attempted to push the energy output of simulations to their limits, didn't you? And you hurt people in the process. Oh no, not hurting people! Experience from your footsteps towards my grander design. Design I'm certain you're all familiar with. Ah, yes, that Wily core. What's that? The reality core. Glad you remember it. Pinnacle of technology. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, bananas. Insufficient. I supplied my own to complete this diabolical recipe. So it was you controlling the Wily Star too. Always has been, Light. Always has been. From the very beginning, everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. The only speed bump so far has been you taking out my masterfully crafted Dr. Wily replica. Oh no. You couldn't reassemble that. Such cruelty. No care for such a perfect copy. I applaud you if it weren't targeted against me. Means if I defeat you before, doesn't it? Won't let you hurt any more people. Your schemes end here and now, Dr. Regal. Come on, Mega Man, shoot! After I erase you from the reality, oh! Anytime now. Feel dizzy? No, Mega Man, just shoot him! Just do the Mega Man 7 thing! Haha. That's supposed to happen? Yeah, tech calculated. A test of your resolve. That was strange. Yeah, it was strange how nobody tried to take him down either. Where the hell is the security in this contest? His first impression. No, he didn't. Feeling it's going to be a headache. Certainly will be. The more you reiterate that, the more I'm embarrassed that this happened to me. Well, I'm sorry, Will, but we all fail sometimes. You insist on making entrances like that, my security should have no problem finding him. And yet, where the hell is your security now, Will? Nothing's happened. I was just standing there alone. He could have just instantly, knocked your asses over if I wasn't there. Come on now. Let you know when he does. In the meantime, you still have 10 ranks to get. Make sure you earn them legitimately. Of course. Yeah, how else would I get them? Cheating? I don't do that. I don't know how to edit files. I play video games. What was that simulation committee you mentioned earlier? Yeah, Dr. Light, come on. Spin us some lore. In the simulations of the festivals the city held in your honor. The committee made sure they were all up to standards and caused no harm to people. Regal, however, has own goals with Sims. He was booted out in between the two festivals. Huh. Thought the judges did all that. Did you say something? Oh, nothing. The committee also manage the simulations in this tournament? No, I believe Ernest is managing it all. The committee has no involvement. Huh. I don't believe they've been that active recently. Alright, so where were these other committees gone? Rogue robots that caused problems for the second festival just before it began. Must have tarnished the reputation. Huh. Alright, well. So there was once a committee for this. And I'm getting the idea that maybe there are in fact portraits for being the tier bosses like perfectly or something like that. Maybe I can go grind for that one day. The spectacle. That Dr. Regal sure knows me. You were just standing there watching? Otto, come on! Why the hell is nobody doing anything about this guy? Why did everybody just stand there? I've seen a lot of portals. Well, that one was top of the line. Really, you've seen a lot of portals, Otto. I don't think that you have left the shop in the last 11 games. Alright. I'll check the quick achievement house real quick. See if I can't get anything. Oh, I have to talk to you. Oh, you're not from Ace Attorney. What's up with that? And Stern, I see you again. Look like usual Stern self. Blah blah blah. Messing with you. I figure I got a lot in your hands already, so don't be too hard on you. Right here, and I'm here for something worse. Slow days. I think we could honestly use some detective work, so could you, like, just talk to Will, get on the case about this? Anything from the trophy room? That's social interaction. That's what I've been missing. Yeah, I feel that too, bud. How's the Chivos going? Okay, not gonna tell me anymore that are happening. Play that 10 times in a row, collect 3,000 bolts. Alright, nothing crazy here. Although I did see, yeah, this is probably the coolest NPC so far. In fact, I'm probably gonna take a screenshot of him right now so I can edit him into the ever-growing collection of characters on screen here. Let's see, you got your own set of wheels, right? Convertible canine or something? Canine? Think you can beat my record? Oh, right, duh. Rush. 10 seconds starting from the front door to the end of the bar. Look, this is a hotel lobby. This is a safe place to be driving around. So wait, what? 10 seconds starting from the front door to the end of the bar. I guess, okay, from the very beginning. I could try that, why not? Most of this is pretty flat ground anyways. Oh, hello you. Helmet man. I don't speak wingdings. Sorry, we're having a translation issue. Can you help, Presto? Not just the Goblin King, but the living doorstop himself, too. You mind getting this guy off my case? Authentic Presto t-shirt? Holy shit, that's gotta be worth like $2. I want it. Alright, I doubt I'm actually gonna get anything for this, but I may as well. Alright, well, that's, Oh, wait, that was something to get all the way over here. Okay, I got a costume for that. I'll take it. Proto-Man, what's up? The Buffet behind me is a gathering spot for people to relax and watch the tournament. Events like this draw people over and over. ER. ER? I don't... Okay. And to trap my way out of a fair few at this point and go take a break. That goes for you too, you hear me? A yampy on each. Might be worth having a mooch around the casino. Oh my god, the Scottishisms? I hope I'm getting that one right. They're very confusing. Solitaire's a good one. Yeah, I'm not no good at solitaire. Hey, Blade Man. Council's certainly not kidding around. When half the contestants will drop out without a rank to their name. Yeah, probably. Alright. Hey, what's that thing up there? That looks like a robot I could talk to. A sprinkler. Nice. Beauty in such camouflage, you know? Well, I mean, if I had a fire weapon, I'd start one for you. Make things exciting. Alright, I don't know, let's see if there are any cool costumes available. Maybe just for the last little bit here. As a... Let's see, it's the quiz kid. I already talked to her. Weapon tutorials, probably nothing new there yet. Costumes. Got anything fun for me, Maker Man? Okay. I could play as Brush. Alright, that's fun. I don't know if I'm gonna actually use that. Mega Pony. I do recognize that, actually. I think once Flashman85 played Mega Pony, right? I think I watched it there. Okay, playing as Rush is funny. I don't think that I'm gonna use it, although I do have to know what replaces the Rush utilities. Yes, of course, it's Megaman. Perfect. That one looks very awkward. I feel bad for Mega Man in that. Alright, back to Mega Man for now. I wish I could see the X from, I wish I could have X from that, that level. That would be pretty cool. Uh-oh, wrong button. It's not B. Not B to get out of here. The right trigger. Alright, well, Tier 5 ended way faster than I thought it would. All the other tiers seem to take forever to actually get through, so let's actually go on to Tier 6. We're in the second third of the game, finally. Alright, Cryo Lab. Seems like a real location. The first real location that isn't just trying to scam you out of your hard-earned money or lives. Mr. Zero. Welcome to the Winter Laboratory. Yet another gauntlet. Isn't exactly meant to be a tourist attraction. That idiot Ernest Will basically bought the lab out for use for the tournament, so we have to deal with that now. How much money does Wily/Will have? I don't exactly see him as a successful doctor in this world. He's kind of a pariah. Maybe he just robs banks all day. Who knows? Well, then again, he is supposed to have Jewel Man and a bunch of other robots to make valuables for him, so fair enough. Don't bother us researchers, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Researchers are friendlier people than that. Come on now. We like to see individuals around. Frenzy Reactor. Okay. Well, that's a decently named level. Let's see if it's any better than the actual reactor, we were thrown in at CERN. Okay. This is a bit of a confused tile set. There's a lot going on right now. Hi, I'm Troy McClure, and welcome to Frenzy Reactor. You may remember me from Siva Gunner Returns and Finding Jake Paul. People and robots said we were crazy when we made a power plant that uses geothermal and solar energy under a volcanic jewel mine. Well, look at us now. Also, Megaman, if you are watching this, we are under a hostile corporate takeover by Dr. Wily. Seriously, though, he has one of his robots holding me hostage. Help! Help me! Yeah, okay, sure, why not? But, yeah, very odd aesthetics. I get the geothermal idea, electricity and heat, but it's maybe combining a few too many things. I see Magnet Man, I see Spark Man, I see Mega Man 11, Mega Man 10 conveyors, I see retextured Bubble Man waterfalls. I saw Crystal Man at the beginning for some reason. It's getting to be a bit much. Of course, we have to have the meme room. I'm honestly sick of the meme room. The joke might have been funny the very first time I saw it, but the fact that everybody can put a meme room in, it makes tanks, it devalues tanks, and then it's just like, you've seen the joke so many times. I really wish they would release a patch for the game that would make that Emmy, not so damn loud. It hurts my ears every time that thing's on screen. Alright, currently pretty quick breakthrough here. Hey Sparkman, what's up? You're on slightly different terrain. Probably not going to be any more difficult. Of course, that would be implying I'm going to give you a fair shake. I'm going to actually just annihilate you now, dude. Nothing personal, bro. I've just got other bosses to defeat. Are you immune to everything else? That would not be very much fun. And you're immune to Break Dash, too. Great. Okay, so Buster only. Fine. Kind of a rude choice to force us to have to fight a boss using the Buster. It's not really in the Mega Man spirit of things. It's not very Mega Man of you. Right. Anyways, on with the level. Let's see. Another thing I'll say about the level right now. Not really seeing too much gimmick use at the moment. Congrats on finding the second secret room. Did you find the first one? Sure did. That will not be possible if it wasn't for the amazing community and the official MaGMML3 Discord. Thanks for your help and encouragement. Also, how ironic, I only realized now how ironic it is that we're starting off a a cold research plant area with a hot research plant level. But yeah, currently lack of gimmicks in the level and overuse of tile set, not giving the best first impressions. It's kind of just a shoot at enemies that happen to be in your way kind of stage. Gonna fight a fire boss now. We already fought an electricity boss. It would only make sense. Centaur man? Why? He is the last person I would have expected to be here. Oh, same thing, huh? Alright, fine. I'm not even gonna bother looking for a weakness at this point. Okay. Well, not the worst track in the entire Mega Man series, especially considering all of Game Boy music that exists. Why? This is kind of grating to have to listen to on loop. There's no faster way to do this. I just have to sit here as Centaur Man slowly destroys my hearing. At a young age, I was hoping that I would lose my hearing to, you know, Judas Priest and Metallica concerts. Not this. Alright, come on. Alright, goodbye, Centaur Man. Really add much to the stage, just padded out the difficulty, especially with 2 health bars. Come on now. Unnecessary. Oh. Not this thing again! I've only fought it like 20 times this competition. That was probably the first time I actually fought it Buster only without just taking damage from it, so I guess that's something different, but... Is it really? Or is it that I'm at the bottom, at my wit's end, and just clawing at the bottom of the barrel for something new to say? Also, ouch, this is a busy screen. That hurts the eyes a little bit. Don't want to stay there for too long. Okay, I mean, look, conveyor belts are sort... Oh, hey, hold on. That could actually be something interesting. That's a bit of design right there. Have that enemy do stuff on conveyor belts. Send the electricity towards you. That's actually kind of cool. Doesn't seem like it was very intentional, unfortunately. It's as the gimmick, or the enemy was combined with the gimmick as quickly as it left. Hey, Proto Man, what you here to give me? Thanks. Thanks, bro. Could use that. Oh, Solar Man with this? That's a bit rough. Solar Man's already kind of a tough fight. I don't really need conveyor belts spicing this up. Although I guess actually, honestly, the flat land is making this a lot easier to fight him against. Because now I don't have to worry about getting stuck in corners all the time. I think the conveyors are actually helping me, if anything. Because they're taking him away from me. Alright, for some reason the charge shot seems to both hit him and myself, and his son, which is annoying. Well, at least I was right in the fact that we're seeing a fire boss after an electricity boss, but... Okay, yeah, nothing particularly wrong with that level. Enemy challenges were fair, but it was, again, kind of on the boring side. It was mostly just a bunch of enemies, didn't pose much of a threat. You just kind of shot them as they came on screen. And conveyor belts as a gimmick on its own is kind of weak. I know Solar Man stage gets by with it a little bit, but they also had like the flying Potaboo dispenser things to spice it up. So yeah, on its own, didn't really execute much interesting. But I will say that the one stroke of genius there was having the Biri enemy or whatever with the electricity, being able to send electricity at you on the conveyor belts. But given that it only happened twice at the end of the stage, that felt more like an accident than a purposeful decision. Alright, let's see. Drink some water while I'm at it. Every other enemy is just a one-time thing, or the very basic obstacles. Very much agreed. Fire bells and conveyor belts. Yeah, kind of just boring. Yeah, the other two have a lot of health. Pretty tiresome. Yeah, Centaur Man's music is generally terrible. It hurts my ears. Level design's basic. Conveyor belts and fire pits. Yeah, not much threat to the rooms. The last two elicits, they certainly did something, but it felt accidental, like I said. Will you ever be in danger of dying here as during the Centaur Man Solar Man fights? Wouldn't call it outright messy looking. Yeah, the tiles don't mesh together. That was the very first thing that I noticed. Also, hey, wait a minute. Where was Troy McClure? I was supposed to be rescuing Troy McClure. He was no longer there at the end. Place here. Can just appreciate the effort that went into trying to find a mixture of tiles. Oh, oops. Fit the level's theme. Level itself could use touch-ups. Certainly are in a bit of a pickle. Don't get that one. Oh, maybe that was a Troy McClure quote. It's a very, very generic one, if that. Hackable thing about it is the boss gauntlet. That's not super fun. There's Solar Man fight, okay. Like give it a refill when you can't utilize it. I don't know, mostly just for the health. Hi, I'm Flashman80. Hi, I'm Flashman85. You may remember me from such titles as You're Lucky I Still Appreciate Classic Jokes, Please Stop Stationing Me in Empty Hallways, The Crystal Joe Story, and the game, panned by critics and colorblind players alike, Second Life Bar. Today, I'll be giving you a guided tour of the Frenzy Reactor. Oh, don't worry, it's not as frantic as it sounds. See the enemies lining up one at a time to fight you? As long as you know in advance how each of them behaves, you should have no trouble at all. Besides, you'll see a few of them only once or twice, so who needs to get good at fighting them? Alright, well, we're done with that bit now. Trying to get hurt while admiring the scenery. The Jewel Volcano. Why, that looks like Dr. Wily's logo. Have we reached the end so soon? No, well, that's the say hello to Sparkman. Let's see, spell the next boss. Yeah, Centaur Man took a long time. that. An interesting Chenky room. Clever use of the conveyors with Elicit and Diarn. Solar Man, conveyors fair. I think they were. I don't know if they were particularly interesting though. Be sure to rescue Troy McClure on your way out. I'm sure he's here somewhere. Oh, he's not. On the stages, I can exactly see what you're going for theme-wise, but honestly, it's a bit shambles. Yeah, the graphics are kind of... and then the gameplay doesn't really work with it. It's entirely flat. Moment-to-moment gameplay is holding right and stopping occasionally. Certainly. Do not bother with animation. Using the firebar purely for decoration was a nice touch. However, the tile sets clash a lot. They certainly do. Well, ends up very little challenge inside the bosses with a start, stop, shoot, tanky enemy from range, reset, and repeat. Yep, exactly. Different enough play-wise. The Sparkman fight's easier given the new layout, so I don't think that made things any more interesting. Incredibly buff defenses, yeah, which is very tedious. Yeah, that though, it was just very, very plain. No gimmicks, nothing to really get your brain stimulated. Just the occasional shoot at enemy and go. Hey, Crystal Man, about time we see you. Outside of all the stages, that is. Got a bit excited when I saw this gigantic crystal ball, but it's not magic at all. Oh, silly Crystal Man, magic isn't real. You were made to fulfill Wily's capitalistic needs. Give him money. You know, crystals to sell. That kind of thing. It's a research lab filled with, scientists. I'm not anti-science, by the way. I just hate scientists. Okay, Crystal Man, I always knew that I would have beef with you. Fucking come out to the back of the X6 meme parking lot, and we'll settle this once and for all, okay? Rude personality for Dr. Wily to give to the guy who funds all his research. Yeah, it certainly is. I don't know why he would want opposition. Hey, Hunter Woman. Bitter Cold's a cruel mistress. Stay still too long, and she'll claim your soul. Yar. Some robots may think they're superior to nature's creation, but we must struggle like any living being. Will you fight Megaman, or will you let your joints freeze over? No, of course, we'll fight for everlasting peace. Don't you know the quote? I suppose as long as we stand indoors, we'll be fine. I mean, yeah, I guess we do have heating. Like, that's an option for sure. Alright, we'll investigate what's up with you after this level. Escape from the Wily City. I didn't know Wily owned a city. That sounds dystopian. Oh, I guess he does kind of have that city aesthetic from Fake Man, doesn't he? Ow. Oh, alright. You got me. You got me to back up into your cannonball. I'll give you that for level design. Alright, well, so far it's just an introduction to well, I guess 4 different enemies at this point. So... you got a level gimmick for me anywhere around here? Or is it just gonna be more of this? Because usually at this point in a Mega Man level, the gimmick is introduced. And so far, all that's managed to happen is just giving me a pretty sore wrist for mashing. I think we're up to, what, like 7 enemies already? It's kind of a lot. They're just being thrown in front of me for me to blast. Okay, this is stupid. Those spikes... Alright. Those spikes look like they could have been fake. And we gotta look for tokens, so... Alright. Get me across the pit. Oh, hey. That's where probably the secret actually is. Let's go up here. Okay. So, how's this meant to work? How far can I shoot you? Oh, all the way over. Okay. Is there a way to do this? If I just stand here, I get pushed off. I can slide under you. Okay. I don't think that's gonna help me in any way, though. Yeah, no, I think it's just get these guys both out of the way collectively and then just magna-beam my way over. That's the easiest solution. Don't know if it's the best. Let's see if this teleporter goes anywhere unique. Nope, just back out here. Alright. Thought you might actually have a cool secret for doing it the legitimate way, but... can't all have something that difficult. Oh, hey. Sudden wind owl. I'll say that. That seems to be turning into a gimmick of sorts. Here's a lot of wind get in your way. Hey, Eddie. Alright. I've been traumatized ever since the level where Eddie threw a whole truck at me. I have to watch out for that. Okay. I guess, sure, put a block here. It's only gonna make the fight easier. Let's see. How far are we into the level at this point? This is starting to get a little bit long. I mean, 4 minutes is not, it's certainly not an egregious time for the actual stages that we've had to play in this game so far, but still. With just a whole bunch of random enemy challenges thrown my way and not much in the way of gimmicks besides the owl and some spikes. It's starting to get a little bit repetitive, or very repetitive at this point. And a good music choice like this, along with good tiling, can only carry you so far. And it's starting to also get a little bit spammy with the enemies too. It's just starting to seem like, okay, here's another combination of the same enemies you've seen so far. Determine how you want to dispatch them this time. Goodness. Okay, and there's supposed to be 2 more tokens somewhere in this level? I hope I haven't been missing them. Oh, dear God, how many Sniper Joes can you put in one level? Come on! I'm starting to run out of Laser Trident at this point to take care of all of them. Another one? Okay, I guess at the very least this one does have a fan in the way to spice things up, but I'm not particularly interested in fighting yet another one of these things. Alright, well-timed health refill. The script is really playing out right now. Alright, still running out of the weapons I need to make this stage not so tedious. Kinda getting to a certain point where I'm just like, okay, get me out of here. The level is reaching 6.5 minutes. It's definitely kind of overstayed its welcome at this point. And oh, that was an interesting interaction. I didn't think that would happen. I guess I've never used Tornado Blow on these enemies before. Alright, go Mafia Goon. Take care of him. Why don't you take care of him for me? Well, that was the 3rd token? Shit, I missed the 2nd one somewhere. Now I have to play this level again some point. Also, that's a rude screen transition. You didn't think of the fact that the owl would just immediately hit me on the way back. Pretty rough design. Hey there, how's the Megaman been? I mean, it's been fun overall, but boy howdy are these levels starting to test my patience a little bit. And also just test my depth perception, apparently. This level is, so far, this level is it's just very kind of grindy. There's a lot of durable enemies that you can either use all of your weapon energy on dispatching or all of your time dispatching. And I'm opting for all the weapon energy option. Okay, just take me through. That's fine. Take it. Goodness. Can I get past this thing? No, not without getting hit. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess this is probably the best way to... Okay, no, I have to... Water shield? Yeah, that's definitely the best way to get rid of it. Definitely I have to jump a million times to take care of him. Man, the level is getting to the point where I'm actually starting to try to use water shield creatively as an offensive tool, because I'm running out of just regular weapons to shoot the enemies with. I have to get creative now. Also, I've seen this same setup like 5 times. Please just let the level be over already. I don't feel like interacting with this platforming challenge. Where once you got me 9 minutes into a level, I'm kind of burned from it. A level that's all enemies too, mind you. Can I stand here? Okay, I can stand here at the very least. Alright, water shield, do your thing. Oh, this level's still going! Come on! It's not like it's that late into the stream. It's not like I need to go to bed right now or anything, but it's like, just, come on, chill. We're done here. I'm mentally done here. You're mentally done here. Oh boy, this level designer really likes his fan owls, huh? Yeah. I'm a little bit too sick of them to do platforming challenge at this point. So yeah, lack of what I would actually consider gimmicks in this stage so far. Throw everything at a player fan game strat. Yeah, this submission is a little bit on the lackluster side. Oh, hello, Bambino. It's nice to see you again. How are you doing this fine evening? Alright, that's not this way of getting rid of this anchor incarnate. Okay, well, that's good to hear. I'm doing pretty well myself, though I am at the end of kind of a long level. The Wily City here is overstayed its welcome and drained me of all my weapon energy. It forced me to start using water shield in creative offensive ways. A hard skip level, boss rush after, but I'm okay, intact, and insane. Yeah, Wily City is a long one. What skip? Well, maybe not entirely a spoiler, but you know, what tier are you actually working your way through right now? I'm curious. And leave these lying on the floor. They have tendency to chomp on unsuspecting parents. Chomp man. Oh yeah. MaGMML3. I remember that from MaGMML3. Tier 8. Alright, cool. Only a little bit further ahead. This packet and a jumbo-sized sheet of bubble wrap. Bit ahead of you for now. Yeah, with the rate of progress that I take, only 2 streams per week, you're probably gonna stay that way. I'm probably like one of the last place people actually streaming this game, if it were a race. Fun fact, my primary purpose is to clean the floors and patrol air ducts over 5 years ago. Don't tell me you have a backstory, Curlinger. Don't tell me you have more story than Megaman does. My status as a legal, correctly sized curling stone created a curling competition tradition here. Scientists might look like a dreary bunch, but they really let loose when they get to have fun with physics. Of course, you get to their nerd brain. Happy to catch you live and catch you some more. Well, I appreciate the fact that you're here right now. You know, your viewership was much appreciated the first time, and so, you know, anytime you can hop on, I appreciate that. Skull Secret Zone. Okay. More skulls. Alright. I wasn't expecting to actually see another Dr. Robotnik reference within the last, like, what, 2 tiers? But this is welcome. Maybe we'll get a good mix of Robotnik things now. There's a Lowe's creator here. I just wanted to preface this level with an apology. Oh no, not another apology. Come on now. Not complete. It's playable though. Don't worry. Wouldn't have submitted it. Big ideas, but health issues forced me to stop working on the level for weeks. Then it was only days to the deadline. Decided that what it was worth submitting anyway, so here we are. Anyway, it could go on for hours. Things I want to do. 2 more mini stages and a boss. Okay. Well, if it was only 1 boss, that would be a good thing. Things I did that not satisfied with, but I won't. Said, let me just say the next contest will make something better. Well, that's okay. If what you have here is complete, then we'll appreciate it. Skullman and chemical plants. Oh, it's a choose your own adventure kind of thing. Iceman and Green Hill. Well, let's get the Sonic infusion out of the way first. That sounds like could be interesting. I'm not too sure how I feel about these 2 tile sets being mixed together. On the one hand, they both have the same kind of low graphics, like, or what am I trying to say? Like, low bit thing going for them, but the color contrast is a bit jarring, as well as just, like, checkerboards mixed with frozen blocks is a bit hard to look at. It's a decent contrast, grass and ice. I think maybe thematically it's a nice contrast. I think maybe like just color-wise and texture-wise, it looks a little bit wonky. Certainly not the most eye-searing thing or like confusing thing I've seen in this competition so far. But maybe could use a little work. But you know, I mean, the creator did say, "Hey, I did not have enough time." Oh, that's mean. Come on now. Here did say they didn't have enough time to do things, so maybe they would have put more polish if they had some more time. Even with aesthetics. Yeah, I mean, normally when I would play a game, I wouldn't like say if this were just any old fan game, I'd be like, okay, aesthetics weird, move on, move past it. But you know, the whole idea is a contest, right? It's like I kind of want to gauge how well my opinions line up with the judges' opinions. So that's why I have to I'm really trying to actually pay attention to all the little aesthetic things in the levels in this contest. Okay, I guess make it through the middle here. Okay, nope. Okay, that put the tension up a little bit. I was not expecting to be shunted so forcefully back into half-melted ice blocks. And a long fall. Oh, hello. Dynaman, right? Dynaman? I forget. Oh no, you're Sonic Man. Oh, that makes sense. It's Sonic Man. Alright, well that was a fun little, path. I mean, it had fundamentals going for it. It used its water and ice gimmicks in a pretty decent way. The graphics were a little odd, but, you know, it's enjoyable. I think that I like the graphics for this a little bit more. I think these 2 actually mix fairly well together. That's probably a pit, but I have to... Okay, yeah, I had to check. Okay. Yeah, I think I actually like the mix of, this chemical plant zone, pipe that blends pretty well in with the skull. I do like that. With the rib cage, it actually looks like it's going in and being surrounded by it. I don't quite like the buzzsaw on that, but I guess it is completely avoidable, so... Alright, this half first. Let's see what's up here. Alright, I really like the way that translucent tube actually mixes with the Skullman aesthetics. That's actually really neat. Oh, Alright, sudden spike drop. I guess it wouldn't be Chemical Plant Zone without some dangerous water, so... We got a Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe. Pray tell, what is that? Item not unfamiliar. Old 80s toy line of comic and series. Yeah, that'd probably explain why I didn't get to it. Most of the 80s media I know is, you know, television, movies, that kind of thing. I'm lucky to know 90s media, if anything, you know. Oh, come on. Stop it with the fish now. We don't need more fish. Let's see. Good look sometimes pretty cheesy, might have some appeal. Yeah, sure, why not, if I remember. A lot of things on my plate now for giving a look, but, you know, the more the merrier. She-Ra, half of Masters of the Universe. Okay, well, hold on. Now, that name does ring a bell, so I might know a little bit of what we're talking about. Oh, Sonic Man again? Okay. I'm kind of surprised that it's not just the bosses that, like, you know, we're thematically, you know, working with here for the stage tile sets. Like, why wouldn't this be Skull Man, the last one be Iceman? Princess of Power. Alright, still haven't seen that. I don't really watch too much TV or anything like that nowadays, but, you know, shambling the internet, you'll find references to things, right? Let's see. Also in the, let's see here, choir shows and listens to them. Yeah, that's true. I'd probably say the same about YouTube and maybe like my music listening. I'm the type of person who gives like, oh, there's like a 15 view music video. Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Why not? It's not good most of the time, but occasionally it's like, oh, look, I have this cool little hipstery gem I can brag about. Alright. Or, well, not brag about, but say that I listen to. Okay, I have a decent idea of where I think the token I missed might be, so I'll go and look for that real quick, but otherwise we'll move on to the judge commentary for this level. I like this side of the level quite a bit. I think maybe this would have been placed higher if it was, like, just this left half of the level got, you know, submitted for judgment. The right side was a little bit weaker. This side is a lot cooler aesthetically, mechanically, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so it's not here. Interesting. In this era, folks still make AMVs. I mean, hell, if people are, you know, VTubing and stuff like that, of course there's definitely going to be AMVs and such. That kind of thing never dies. Nothing over there. Get the token for this route. Fair enough. I'll spend a little time looking for it. Speaking of things that I looked for in the previous streams, though, I don't know if you browsed through them, but I did go ahead and find the... Oh, dang it. I did go ahead and find the location for, like, the cheat code, or, yeah, Eddie's cheat codes and the alternate weapons. I just didn't want to give the alternate weapons a spin until I've actually had a chance of, you know, finding the contest robot masters that own them. Just felt like that would only be fair. Yeah, they were a lot less hidden than I thought they would end up being. I mean, I guess it was fair. They weren't that hidden in the second game. But, you know, it was like, oh, well, these obvious blocks are just gone now. Cool. Okay, these are... Well, hold on. I did just reach a checkpoint, so I can now throw myself down pits. Collect all the tokens for level, then beat the boss. You get the weapons of their stage. Yeah, I mean, if it was just as easy as 100%ing it like that, instead of collecting a bunch of tokens and then unlock them all at once. Okay, so I didn't actually go about the unlocking part of it yet, so a little, but I was also just a little unclear on how that even worked in the first place. It wasn't explained super well, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that would make more sense. Like, you just, you know, do the level that they're actually associated with. Not over there either. There's not a lot of stage left to look for here. Megaman earns weapons from defeating bosses, so I mean, yeah, right? That makes perfect sense. Alright, well, I have no idea where this thing is at the moment. Guess we're gonna have another level where I can't find stuff for a minute. Beat a boss, then buy the weapon for like 1,000 bolts each. That'd be a decent bolt sink. Yeah, especially with all the bolts that I am getting. Though I will say, I feel like I'm not... I racked up 3,000 bolts super easily, and now it's like I'm struggling to break 3,000 the second time. Let's see if the judges had anything interesting to say there. He said... Well, I certainly hope you feel better. Finished playing would have been an improvement. Ooh. The length's a tricky beast. Stuff's interpretation. Too short or too long. Skull Secret Zone is slightly too brief for my liking. It's still long enough I don't feel like I'm missing something afterwards. Yeah, I mean, the length is good. Yeah, having too much would have been crazy. Bolts are weird in this game. Yeah, they just kind of drop. I mean, that's the story, right? They just kind of drop. So, it's all luck. Moment, Skeleton Joe. Scenarios are anything I haven't seen. That's because the scenarios work. Firing at you from above is good use. For the checkpoints opposed to after. I suppose she mines were used a little more though. They had a good intro despite barely appearing. This hill was considerably more interesting. I didn't feel that way, but alright, Mick. Use grass ice stick. I found the water spouts and melting ice are pretty spiffy, especially when combined. Icicle intro is pretty clever. Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about that. It makes you actually have to slow down and pause. Chemical Skull felt short. Ice Hill felt really short. I wanted so much more. Sonic Man, A Crying Shame. Good start going for it. Yeah, expanding the two, that would have made him cool. First and foremost, sorry to hear that you weren't able to finish things. On that note, I'll be judging this level for what its current state is and based on its merits. Certainly nice to have context for what it could have been. Yeah, length is fine as is. More stuff would have held it back. It was maybe just, you know, combined into one more succinct idea would have been cooler. Noteworthy in levels, besides the moment with the fish. Yeah, the fish got me. But put in the stage and I fully realized. Definitely be interested in seeing more refined version. Yeah, it would have been more interesting to actually have some Sonic gimmicks as well. Like, we could have had, even if it was a simple retexture, like taking the Solar Man Potoboo launchers that, like, you're normally dodging on the conveyors, recoloring it so that way it's those weird, like, worms from Sonic 2, that, like, those weird blue chemical worms from Sonic 2, that would have actually been kind of cool to mix in with everything else. Let's see. Sonic crossover stage, didn't give it away. Well, yeah. No kidding. Reskins to the Megaman's Badniks are also neat. On the graphical side of things, though, there's not a whole lot going on with the gimmicks. Spikefall section, yeah, that gets you. And fish enemies with 0 indications. Okay, just try the points. This is Sonic crossover stage. Sonic Man is the end boss. Yeah, it really could have been more interesting with Skull Man and Ice Man, but what can you do about that? One half that's a Sonic level with Mega Man enemies, one half that's a Mega Man level with Sonic enemies. Yes, would have been cool. 2 separate Mega Man levels with no Sonic music, 3 nice looking Sonic enemy sprites, and the chaotic collision of tiles. Ouch. It was full of Sonic staples, where the slopes, springs, moving, swinging, falling platforms, pipes that suck you in and whisk you everywhere. Iceman, Cap Zone, and Chemical Plant Man, perhaps. Oh yeah, that could have been, you know, better to work together. I think the core issue is little planning and attention to detail. Yeah, it is kind of biasing to put the apology in there. I get why you might want to put it, but it's not great for the, professional I hope I win aesthetic. I like the bolt and token placement, the interior Green Hill graphics, the vertical skeleton Joe section. Right. Bolts are almost a non-issue. I suppose. I don't know, I wasn't really winning big at the minigames. I guess I was doing okay at the big pet stacker, but it's not really what I want to spend my time doing. And time between multiple stall stages, selecting 2 lackluster ones. Yep. Jumping fish, fun enemies, not really. One jump after the second sniper Joe, that's quite unfair. The enemies respawn behind you. Didn't quite notice that. Although maybe it was in the ice section where everything was melting and I was just like, please, God, don't break the bridge under me. I need this. Only one boss, use an icy death kit boss. Saren Dull. Yeah, no, combining the ice and the geysers was actually pretty cool. That was the most memorable part of the stage for me, at least design-wise. If not feeling very well, running out of time on something, but these situations you focus on one main thing. Yep. Just play Solitaire in the Crane game. Level sellers from the piece of cake, but with aesthetics problem. 2 levels, but neither of them are great. Yeah. Better than the previous, but still. Ice Hill path tripped me up a bit. It was definitely a bit tricky to actually navigate through. But yeah, that could have just been polished easily by just, I don't know, focusing on one and instead of splitting your mind between 2. Yeah, the Crane game, yeah, I mean that was fairly easy in tier 5 to do. I mean, I just fished out a couple of gachapon things, so why not? And then Solitaire, hey, my secret is that I'm actually terrible at Solitaire. I've never won a game of that in my life, so not an option for me. If I'm bothering to come here, suppose I could tell you about what we're researching. Oh, yes, please, come on, I'm a man of science, tell me. The mission is to create artificial, unmelting, unbreakable ice. What purpose does this serve, you may ask? Well, it's mostly just for aesthetic purposes, but I'm sure there's a good use that we haven't thought of yet. But yeah, I mean, infinite cooling, essentially, like, damn. The game will see if your game is winnable or not, anyways. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm sure the Solitaire masters could just, tilt their heads up and scoff and always get it done right, but a master of that I am not. I'm a master of Megaman instead. In the time of my life here, all of these so-called unbreakable ice prototypes are finally a real challenge for me. I feel so powerful. I'll destroy everything. The world will be split into pieces. Okay, I said that. I'm normal. That's okay, Drill Man. No, none of us here are normal. You don't have to pretend. Mechanical Factory by Megaman. Alright, let's see what this has in store. This will probably be my last stage, if anything. Gotta get going after this. Alright, starting off with a pretty basic Mega Man tile set. This just tries to keep your free pile mind, your free cells. I would honestly probably just need a larger tutorial on Solitaire in general. Just like, I read the description that they were giving me, but I was like, this is not clicking for me. I don't know, what the ideal strategy even is. What was the advice? I don't know. Unearth the right side first. Okay, well, we'll go that way. Why not? Usually I'll take the ladder, but yeah, we'll do this. Okay, just random tiles exploding? Sure, why not? That adds excitement to any level. Having an 8-bit remix of the Mega Man 11 music is not exactly giving me good memories right now. I'm just still stuck on, you know, Acid Man from Temple of Light and Dark. Oh, well, I'll take a free E-Tank. Why not? Actually, I'm full on those. Screw that. So for some tips, I love Fuse Man's theme. Oh, I'm sure. Given the fact that the, you know, announcements were like, I hope you're enjoying Solitaire, I'm sure they actually, you know what's up. Definitely get it there. But, you know, I'm sure I could also just look at a regular Solitaire guide. It's not too different. Fuse Man's theme. Oh yeah, no, Fuse Man's theme is pretty good. It's, I would say it's probably... Fuse Man's theme is probably the one I actually do remember from 11 offhanded, like, from time to time. Most of the Mega Man 11 soundtrack I don't really think of very much, which is just such a shame. It's my favorite Mega Man game, except for the music. For me, it just falls really flat. But Fuse Man's theme sounds actually really interesting with the instrument set used, in my opinion. Alright, that's gotta be a secret. Alright. This is pretty brutal. Impact Man, his constant stunts annoy me so much. Torch Man stage is definitely the most difficult of Mega Man 11. I'll say that right now, but it was kind of, for me at least, it was a welcome difficulty. It was like, oh wow, this is like actually... This is classic Mega Man, you're gonna be in pain kind of difficulty. I'm enjoying this. Oh, no! Ah, damn it. Alright. But, yeah. And then Torchman himself was a crazy fight to cap the end of that level off, too. But now that I actually, like, once I understood his pattern, I'm like, oh, this is actually really fun to have to do quick reactions to a very fast-moving man. You kind of get a general rhythm going, and it's just like, alright, well, we'll see what we can do. I end up even rush jet a lot during this level. Fair enough. I just start tending to use utilities once I get impatient, and I'm, like, just, you know, done. Once the level starts hitting like a 7-minute timer, it's like, okay, just bring out the rush jet. I'm not doing your cute, you know, Gutsman platforming section, for example. All right, I'll say this: we actually have an actual gimmick going here with garbage and conveyor belts. That's a little bit interesting. Even if it's just, you know, platform building. Oh, okay, you got me. No need for something to jump out of the pit when you just drop a giant block on my head. Which, hey, wait a minute. That's not... This isn't Mega Man 11. We're not playing Blockman stage. Yeah, it's a little bit mean that there's no, like, spawner indication for them. It hasn't been... Oops, misplay. I forgot the Sniper Joe was there. It hasn't been a problem so far in the level, but then with that screen, it kind of exemplifies the idea of, yeah, that's not good. Okay, jump here. This would be more like Gear Man if he existed. I suppose. Although I wouldn't say that most of the stage has anything to do with Gears besides the background, so... And, Capcom certainly had their chance to make a Gear Man. That literally would have been the perfect thing for Mega Man 11, but I think they missed their opportunity with that. Okay, let's see. Are they dropping blocks all the way? Okay, good. It's not... Don't get bonked again. Oh, almost got bonked again. Tank. It's more like Scrap Man. Yeah, this is a Scrapyard Man kind of thing. I would fully expect this to be in Mega Maker with the title of, like, you know, Haunted Scrapyard or something. I will say it is making very good use of the simple gimmicks that are here. This is, like... This is probably... I might say this is probably the first level I've played so far in the contest where I'm like, yeah, this is just flat out a Mega Man level. I could see this as a Mega Man level. And this is a pretty cool escargot fight, honestly. I mean, it's simple with the platform gimmick implementation, but it makes it so you can't just blast through him very easily. You actually have to try and fight him. It puts you right in the way of the bombs, but not too much right in the way of the bombs. It's a good balance. Oh, thank you, Eddie, my best pal. So I use weapons. RNG likes you. Yeah, it sure does. Well, you treat RNG nicely, it treats you back. Or more specifically, at the very least, Eddie. I always had good luck with Eddie. Oh, and look at that. Actual platforming to do with the junk blocks. Holy hell. I can't believe it. This level's actually... Oh, damn it. I forgot about that. This level's actually doing things with its, like, components. That's amazing. Everyone's favorite Doom map. That's another game I need to play. I bought, I know the Doom collection recently went on sale a couple, I think maybe about a month ago. I did actually purchase everything. I might want to play Doom at some point. Okay, gotta make sure there's no trash on my head here. The pagoda unlocked. That's different from the arena, right? That's not the same thing. Oh, okay, that's a bit mean for the tellies. I'll try that one more time. Otherwise, then that's the magnet beam. It is the arena. Okay, yeah, I do have the arena unlocked. I just haven't gone there yet. Arenas, rather. Okay, yeah, I haven't been to any of the arenas yet. I think I'll probably visit the first level of the arena now that I've beaten tier 5. We'll probably say that for next stream, though. 2 of them so far. Alright. Oop. Get past here. Alright, come on. Let's get past this. No junk blocks on my head. Let's see if I can... I'm willing to humor this crazy platforming challenge. Okay, it actually wasn't that bad. That telly had just spawned in really inconveniently in the first time. Okay, get past this. At least the clown isn't moving. That would maybe make it a little bit too hellish. Won't spoil the boss, but they're kind of great. Oh, I bet they are. Once we get the fully custom content for this game, it's good. Oh, okay. A bit of a nerve-wracking, Metal Man encounter there, but... Alright, I guess ending on just regular old Metal Man is a bit of a disappointment, but I would say that the stage fits overall as like a Metal Man remix stage, so it's not too bad. I think a custom boss definitely would have pushed this over the edge to being like super cool, or at least a slightly different Metal Man fight would have really pushed us over the edge, like maybe have the junk blocks falling down, you have to manage those. But like otherwise, this is a very fun Mega Man level. I enjoyed this thoroughly. Finally at the point where I might actually start enjoying Mega Man levels more than, you know, having to critique them. Give us Gear Man. We deserve Gear Man. Perfection. Absolute perfection of a reward. Look at that shit. Oh, that's so good. Mega Man 2. Nice.
That could not have been any better timed. Holy hell. Often call it the Thinker? Yeah, I'm sure it has. You really get 3 capsules? Mumira, alright. Very good. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, shit. I don't know. Not much for me to complain about here. I thought that was just really fun. It needs to be made short. Yeah, it probably will be at some point. I'm just a little bit, behind on all the old streams, but that will definitely be a short. I have marked it down right now for a timestamp. A bit of a treat to see someone use the expanded crash lifts. They make a solid core gimmick. Snap offset lifts is pretty cool. The gimmicks aren't as interesting, but the scenarios are still decently designed. Yeah, lack of indicators makes it kind of difficult. Those true biggest issues that isn't terribly memorable. Really? I think it is actually quite memorable. For just a stock stage, it's quite good. There's a Metal Man remix with an improperly looped Fuse Man theme. So any notable way to make manners worse, the gimmick selection is a little generic. I mean, yeah, they are pretty familiar, but, to make pretty familiar gimmicks actually stand out nicely like this, I think is an accomplishment all on its own. Old-fashioned Metal Man. Decent, fails to stand out. Need both good and interesting, fair enough. Mega Banana is such a good name. I mean, yeah, it works. Oops, wrong button again. I feel like the stage probably could have used a better name, a little bit generic. Some of the feeling levels itself, like you guys are there. Very dull in the long run. I feel like it might have just been judge fatigue at that point, honestly. Definitely advise giving their spawn points. Yeah, definitely. That sort of conveyance wouldn't hurt the level either. Stage could be tedious. I guess so. Just the waiting isn't, but the waiting's really not that bad. Any other sessions? All that said, you get a bit of enjoyment out of the conveyor and junk block belts. They're well structured. Don't carry the same wait times. Need something in order to stand out from the other moving platform levels. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch more as I get through the higher tiers. Yeah, I have no idea what they randomized them in either. Iron assembly lane, because I have to imagine whatever gets judged earlier gets a little bit of just a slight bias for being better because you aren't tired about everything at that point. Very decent little level, stock theme throughout. We went 2 inspired, selection of things. Snail bid boss from Toadman is quite obnoxious as it is. Not really agreeing with you there, Patchy, but okay. Look at tokens, a bit problematic. Yeah, I mean, maybe a good bit of backtracking there, but it's meant to be a challenge, so I don't think that that's a problem. I was forced to wait for it to finish one cycle. Rain putting Sniper Joes right there. Okay, yeah, there could have been fewer Joes around. I'm always up for fewer Joes in the stage. Could have used less of an obvious boss than Metal Man, but it's alright. It's still fitting. Agreed. Thought to be a judge even means going through hell. Yeah, I think it would honestly be really fun. If there's ever another short contest, I'd try out for the applications. Why the hell not? Oh, Joes. True indeed. A few important levels can be learned from this level. So for a fine line between needing to react quickly and being unfairly blindsided, junk box start falling from the sky without warning. Yeah, a little unfair there. Always appear out of thin air. Special weapons when account designing a level. Laser Trident is the weakness of nearly every enemy here. Yeah, that's fair. I was blasting through everything with it. Let's see. Rush makes things easy. Third, sensible construction. Where the checkpoint's hovering slightly above ground. I did notice that. It was a bit strange. Where are these junk blocks coming from? If there's a solid wall on the screen above them. Yeah.
Some oversights, lot of finesse, but not the merit. You know, yeah, don't ignore the merits. Competently, Scream with Eddie looks appealing. The Fade Out, the music remix sounds great. Rise aside, junk blocks are creative and effective. Telly and Sniper Joe is genuinely a good combination. I could stand to be wowed more, but there's a foundation for something good here. Certainly. It's like a bad Megaman maker level? What are you talking about? Jeez. It was a good Megaman maker. See what Flashman did with his review. Okay, hold on. A few important lessons. First, second, third. Oh, it's all in lowercase, just like the title. That's funny. Thanks for pointing that out. I would completely miss that. Let's see. Fifth telly, third junk block spawn in your head. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Get over it. I don't think any of the challenges presented in a vacuum is super difficult. What's infuriating? The lack of attention. Combining tellies and crash lifts in a manner that results in death if you get knocked off. Graphical indications in the holes. Yeah, sure, that could have been done, but, you know, everything has a little bit of imperfection. Crash lifts are actually really quite fun. I don't know what's here. Feeling is Wily's Redemption. Let's see. Come on, here we go. 2 tile wide gaps from the jumps into pixel perfect affairs. Really not. I had no trouble with any of the platforming here. And token of it's 2 tile gaps and tellies just way easier. Suicide jump off rush to collect. Yeah. I have no idea what A-Spark is even talking about here. Originate. What do you mean? What do you mean less interesting gimmicks? Metal Man Stage only had 2 gimmicks, if you want to call it that, being the presses that fall from the screen and deafen you, and the conveyor belts. I don't think Metal Man Stage had more interesting gimmicks. All right, yeah, you got A-Spark just got salty here. I think A-Spark got salty there. Let's see, 213. That's how long I've been streaming. I can at least walk around the hub a little bit more. Let's see what else is here. Hope the little babby down there knows his rights. Keeps screaming about how this is his dream job, but I can't help feel like he's being exploited. I use email. Can't they afford a phone or 2? Yeah, I feel like they would have wireless communication instead of having you wander all the way around. Email and communications being handled by a robot like me. That's my career now. Alright, career. Well, I just played. It's pretty acidic from him. Yeah, well, if you've read the devlog or the post-mortem, we all know what's up. Up, down, all around. How long is this stage gonna be? Let's see what else is over here. Oh, cool factory area. Hey, Jewel Man, what you got for me? Oh, there. I set up a little jewel shooting minigame you might remember. Oh, yeah, I certainly do remember this. I'm just in here because the researchers wanted to see if my jewels were stronger than ice, but now I'm bored, so take a few shots at the jewel with your buster. Alright, we'll juggle for a little bit. Oh, now we got a conveyor belt, too, to mess with us. 11. Alright, it's not too bad. Let's see if we can't get to, like, maybe 20. Ah, I missed. Alright. That was a little short? Alright, I could probably do that then. That could probably be my real last level for the night. I got a little bit of energy from the last level actually being something I enjoyed, so I can spend it on getting through one more. Yeah, this is a much more fun way to grind for bolts than anything else. I've found so far. A greedier mode. Binding of Isaac. Nice. 28, 29, 30, 1, 32. Alright, that's solid. Gotcha game. Oof, yeah. I guess that's the closest addiction to a gotcha game I'll ever get. This Jewel Man's juggled, Diamond Juggle. Esperanto 8-bit remix by CZ133. Okay. I'll take Mega Man Zero music any day. And at least, oh my goodness, we finally have a stage that has accurate gravity gimmicks. Well, almost accurately tiled gravity gimmicks. And, what am I trying to say here? Eh, whatever, it's accurately tiled. Oh, and properly introduced, too. A 2 for 2. Wasn't Froggy Gravity, that was well. Oh, don't get me started on Froggy Gravity. That stage drove me insane. I may have gone into a, like, telephone number-based rant at the very end of it. Yeah, no, that was I absolutely cannot blame anybody for skipping that level. That was the one that got me closest to just going back and hitting the skip button. I was really, really sick of it. Well, it seemed like okay, maybe I did want to hit that gravity then. I thought that would be a trap. Became the angry old man that rabbled. Yeah, I sure did. Oh no, I literally had to just stand outside the boss door for like hey, Blocks, what's up? I didn't expect those to still be here. I just stand outside the boss door for like a solid minute, just like gathering my thoughts and ranting about why the gimmicks don't make any sense, how they don't work well together, how you can just ignore half of them, and then just like how it expects you to remember 7 digits in a row, and it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna run and I'll be fine. Icarus Space Mega Man, film at 11. Goodness. Well, anyways, so on top of that, I didn't even say how much I appreciate these slowly floating up donut blocks. That's a fun twist on how they normally work. So I'll give the creator some credit for that one. Hell. Upside down platforming though, always a little bit of a annoyance. Neckman, yeah. I'll say at the very least I'm maybe interested in giving the snake a shot here. I'm so sick of seeing the snake boss. Oh wait, that made it easy. Maybe it wasn't exactly a clean fight, but I appreciate there was some effort in making it a little bit different. Old DOS games, the searing pink and blue. Yet, shockingly, this doesn't actually feel like an assault on my eyes like some of the other searing pink and blue colors that I've experienced. Any fight you can walk away from is clean. I suppose. I am still a little bit perplexed by so many of the contestants' just desire to shove tokens in the middle of every stage. Like, I know you had the opportunity to put 5 tokens in your stage, but it didn't mean you needed to, especially if they're all in plain sight. Okay. Alright. This is maybe starting to verge on motion sickness man a little bit here, but this is interesting, bouncing back and forth all the time. Oh, I almost got killed by a Saturn Seeker. That would have been kind of embarrassing. Oh, well, got killed by a UFO instead. Alright. Oh, that's a cute dance it does when it spawns in. That's a cute dance Mega Man does as he spawns out. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to, like, I like the idea of bouncing up and down between gravity, but it starts to get hard to actually avoid the enemies that are coming at you, even if they are only, you know, one shot to take down. It's kind of uncontrollable. These are a pain. Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, the Saturns are at least slow enough to where it's like, okay, you know, I get what's going on, but... Well, this is cool. This is like, this is actually... I was already getting VVVVV vibes from this stage, and this is, the boss here is cementing that in a very good way. And fighting this in a confined area actually feels appropriate. Alright, let me think. Overall, I am, like, I'm sure the judges are by this point, a little burnt out on all the gravity gimmicks, but this one seemed to have put a little bit more thought into it, at least had a fun kind of couple sections where you're floating up and down between gravity, or your gravity's changing constantly, and you can have, you know, some manageable challenges with it, so I'll give it that. Aside of those sections, though, enemies were mostly just kind of there, didn't really pose too much of a challenge, and while the slow-falling donut blocks were kind of cool mixed with the gravity, they also could have just really been normal platforms at that point. They didn't really take much advantage of it. So, I mean, yeah, alright. I mean, it was fun enough to play. I don't think it was exactly, you know, it wasn't exactly too inventive with what it was doing, though. That's the one thing I'll give it, or the one strike I'll give against it. Yeah, otherwise it was pretty enjoyable, I would say. Let's see. A 50 out of 100 feels like a very agreeable score. Up, down, all around, spot swapping between floor and ceiling. Supplements contents with these temporary things. Gotcha. The gravity... Oop, that was a weird lag spike. Gravity swapping sections are inoffensive. I like the spots that are used as traps to launch you into spikes. The long hallways is nice. Back to this one issue I have with the intentional design, it's maybe a little too easy. Yeah, I guess. There's not too much of a challenge, but I did die a couple times, so that's, you know, a fair difficulty for a Mega Man challenge. Music garbled on me when I played level redacted. Alright, well, we'll see what happens when I get to level redacted. That was part of the level. Upside down, the rise to the pace of the molasses instead. Dev-kit behavior, but invalidates certain sections. Air tikis don't do anything if you're not on their chin. Yeah, it's a little strange. Basically, the entire stage of gravity flippers is a bit of a dull uphill. Yeah, it's a bit uphill. How the stage stand out, doesn't do too much with it. At least has nice graphics for the gravity switching. I'll say that. Does it better than some of the other levels. Appreciate the attempt to spice up Dev Kit boss by integrating the gravity flippers. Yep. Still ends up feeling like a very bare bones stage, just several aspects, short length. Yeah, pretty easy hazards. Nothing too wild about that. Interesting thing of note with levels, the rising falling platforms. These could have been the piece that gravity flippers are missing, but sadly their use feels regulated platform movements. And then, yeah, poor brutalizing Big Snakey. Not fair for him. Definitely potential here with the gravity flipper and slow stuff. Sure. Up, down, all around, 360, 720, 1080. I don't think we're spinning necessarily, but let's see. Gravity flipping for sure. All right in execution. Feel unintentional, maybe a little bit. Music cover is a bit not good. I don't know. I didn't notice anything wrong with music, so. Oops. Like what you did with the boss fight, effectively changing gravity. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Good ideas came in a pressurized can. Someone shook the can up and down and all around and popped it open. This level's the mess that we left behind after the explosion. Yeah, fighting is a bit awkward. Platforms in slow motion are a bit weird looking. Big Snakey is kind of awkward as well. cluttered with ideas, only some organization. Fair enough. Make sure to regulate the flow of gameplay. New screen is frequently hazardous. That works intrusive. Artistic instincts. Yeah, the artistic instincts are quite nice. Gravity flips as landmines to toss people into ceiling spikes is genius. Yeah, it's cool. It's what you would expect out of gravity flipping, to be quite honest. Is gently open the can and carefully pour only half of its contents. Alright. Mindless level feels not unfun, just a little mindless. Yeah, I could just kind of wander through it. Julian controlled the gimmick, even when instant death gets involved, comes afterthought to avoid. It's weird. Everyone seems to think that the Gyro Man platforms are broken. I feel like that was intentional, even if it wasn't, you know, super different, all things considered. Or didn't its intentional slow fall didn't really change the pace of the stage very much. So many other better gravity flipping levels by this point. Yeah, maybe the judges are very much just burnt on gravity, and it's understandable why. Alright, well, with that out of the way, that's a good place to end it for the night, I think. So, thanks for coming in, enjoying the stream with me. Next time we'll be working our way through, I guess, the rest of Tier 6, and I might circle back to the arena. Not sure which I'll do next, but yeah, thanks for attending, and I hope to see everybody here next time on Monday, and, you know, with whatever short I end up releasing over the weekend as well. So, talk to you all later. Have a good night.